Go ahead.
All right. Hey guys, how is everybody doing tonight? I just wanted to remind you that there is a place where you can actually communicate and message through here. Um, if you tap at your bottom of your screen, it should show like participants. It should show where you can hit participants, and then you can chat on here. Okay. So I just want you guys to know that if you have any questions or you have something to say, feel free to participate during these because that's what makes it so special because everyone has a point of view. Ultimately, I wanted to get on here and thank Jennifer Masterson for doing the last learning or Biz Success Builder class, and Jen Stauffer, and also for doing both of those. I cannot tell you guys enough how appreciative I am of you guys and how awesome, like what great leaders you guys are, for real. Okay, so I'm going to start talking today about how to get your business going because so many people get excited about that and they don't know where to start or how to do it. So I'm just going to talk about a few things that I learned at the 2-star Step Up event, which was absolutely mind-blowing. If you guys are interested in going to events, this one was fully paid for. The company paid for the airline ticket. And not only that, but the actual airline ticket, they actually gave me up to $750 just for an airline ticket, guys. This company is amazing. And my ticket was only like $340. Like, what company does that? This is an amazing company, guys. Not only that, but they paid for our hotel room and we had gifts every day. So this company is definitely the company that spoils you and treats you amazing. So if you feel like you want that kind of treatment, you're definitely home, okay? All right, so how do we get the business started? I get that from people all the time. One of the things that I have been doing with people is I have been reaching out to people, and this is what I say to them, okay? I send it in a personal message. I record on my cell phone, and I'll try to go slow so you guys can write this down if you choose to do so, all right? You can say, I started my own business, or if you've been in this for a while, you can say, I'm expanding my business. And I would like to partner with people who have a burning desire for health and are interested in residual income. I know this may not be you, but I know that you know a lot of people and you're tremendously connected. Do you have a few people you could connect me with? Boom, right there. Number one, what this is going to do is people are going to think one of two things. Number one, yeah, I know people that are really interested in getting healthy and would like residual income. And number two, well, why aren't you thinking of me? Why does it have to be somebody that I know? So those are the two things that you're really doing here. You're intriguing people. You're not just going for a kill. You're saying, just love on them and be like, I know you're super connected. And I know people really admire you and look up to you and love you. And don't lie about it. Like, don't be like, if people look up to them or love them or whatever, don't say that to people. You know what I mean? Be completely honest and, stuff like that. But that is a great way to find people to connect to your business because you want to find people like that. You just don't want to find, for the business part of it, you want to find somebody who has a burning desire for that. So, yeah, I hope that helps. Be authentic. Don't be fake. People can smell fake people a mile away. You don't want somebody who's fake trying to sell you something. So don't be that way towards somebody else, okay? Really care for people. Like, there's so many people in this world that don't get cared for, don't get truly loved and appreciated at their job or anywhere. Don't always just go in for the kill. Don't always go in for the business part of it. Just really love on them. Be authentic and genuine and just be what they might be looking for, okay? Lock arms with your leaders. Guys, if you're not locking arms with your leaders, then how are you going to learn? Like, I get that some people want to start this and they want to do it their own way, but the leaders have already paved the way for you, and they're really there to help you. And say, like, I mean, you got many leaders. You got Chrissy, Jennifer, you got myself, you got Brittany, you got Sarah, you got Randy, you got Monica, you got Jen Masterson, you got Jen Stafford. I mean, there's so many of them, so many up and coming leaders in this team. And if that doesn't suit you, Lindsay Wynia, Trudy Maples, Tanya Kirkpatrick, Emily Vavra, you can reach out to anybody and ask questions. Not saying they're all going to have time for you, because they do have, large groups that they help. But if you don't ask, you don't know. All right. You need to get good at developing people. Now, what this means is you don't just get somebody on your team and be like, okay, well, go find people now. No. You help them with their 30-second story. You have them do their 30-second story to you. You have them make a list of people and you tell them, okay, now let's get their phone number and call them together. You do it. You hold their hand. You help them out. Because number one, what this is doing is it's taking all the weight off of them to try to figure everything out. And number two, it's duplicatable. And they were trained like that. So guess what's going to happen? They're going to do that to their people, and they're going to do that to their people, and they're going to do that to their people. You don't ever want to do something that's not duplicatable, because you want your team to really take it in and deliver it to others. Okay. So let me explain what this means. Randy, you have a team. And I know you're super busy and stuff, but if you were ever slow down in your life or whatever, or you wanted to really step into your goodness and the business side of it, have your own calls like this. Host your own parties, sipping parties, or, whatever. Monica, you too. We were talking a couple days ago, I think it was a couple days ago or a day ago, can't remember, about, holding parties, talking to your downline, linking arms with people. And, it's so awesome. All this is duplicatable, guys. All right. Stop trying to get people. I'm going to say this again. Stop trying to get people. Instead, give people this gift, because that's what it is. It's a gift. And every time I go to events, I get to hear about people all the time, how this has saved their life, guys. This isn't just a nutrition company with diety stuff. This is getting people healthy. It's saving lives. Okay. So don't try to get people. Give the gift. All right. Sip and samples are huge. If you don't know how to have a sip and sample, give me a holler. I will come to wherever you're at and I will do the first one with you. Okay. All right. Another thing, if you're interested in having a sip and sample, don't just stop at like getting your friends to come or having that person get their friends to come. Okay, let me vision cast with you guys. What would happen if you did a flyer of a sip and sample? You went business to business and said, authentically, I am so interested in getting this community healthy again. It is something that is so important to me. And I'm really excited. I know you guys have a lot of people coming through here. Would you be interested? Would you be interested in possibly going to a get-together where it's going to talk about amazing nutrition? There you go. And if you're not interested, do you happen to know somebody who really values health and possibly extra income? There you go. And if you can't think of anybody right now, let me leave this with you so that, you guys can come. It's so much fun. It's like a party. It's incredible. You have to come. And like I said, it would just be my honor if you come. That would be wonderful. Okay? Authentic, genuine. Okay? And you're thinking outside the box. you're thinking and trying to attract everybody. Like, it doesn't have to be just a small group of friends. Get all the local businesses involved. If you think small, you're going to be small. Okay? Or, you know what? I take that back. That was the wrong choice of words. If you think small, your business isn't going to grow as fast. I seriously am throwing those words out that I said before because it's so not true. It's so not true, and I apologize that came out of my mouth. When you're thinking small, your business is not going to grow as quickly. But if you think big, your business is going to explode. All right? Now, we had an event today. There was a woman who drove an hour and 45 minutes to come to our event. That is hunger. That is thirsty. And I love that. And that's the people I want to work with because that's fantastic. Okay. And all the others that showed up today. It was so cool. Loved it. All right. And when you talk to people, and give your 30-second story, number one, if you don't know how to do your 30-second story, reach out to your coach and work on it. It is so important. Now, after your 30-second story, you can always finish with a question. A question is what you need to finish with because then it is engaging, all right? So at the end of your 30-second story, you can always say, so was it, Oh, bye. See you, Trit. Did you want to stay? I'll only be on for a little bit more. I can make you a hamburger or something. Okay, all right, bye. Sorry, guys. Okay, so then you can ask them, so what resonated with you more? Was it my product story or my wealth story? You can ask any question you want to, but that's a great question because then you can kind of find out what they're most interested in. And some people will say both, which is like a jackpot, all right? Okay. And then when you're asking for referrals, you can always say, maybe you can help me, or do you possibly know, or I would love to get connected with the people you know because you know so many people, all right? These are all great nuggets. Now, this is so, so, so important. Cindy did have a great ending. Cindy, if you know how to message in here, can you write your ending to your 30-second story that you worked on today? Okay, so this is so important. This is about one of the most important things I'm going to talk to you guys about. All right. So when you try to sign people up and get them going on the business, do you just kind of throw it out there to the universe and just pray to God and hope that you're going to get a few people and hope that they're going to work well with you and hope that they're going to bring value to your team? I know I did. I really did. But I've decided to do something differently. What I am now doing is I'm writing the 10 top qualities that I want in my business partners. Because my business partners are going to work very closely with me. And I'm going to give them so much of my time, and I'm going to link arms with them. And I'm going to give them quality in their life, and they're going to give me quality in my life. All right? So I need to have people that I work well with. All right? Not saying that everybody that comes into your business you're going to work well with. But a good way to keep your mind focused on what you want is write down 10 things, 10 qualities that you want in your partner. 10 qualities. If you want somebody that is on time, if you want somebody with integrity, if you want somebody that is loyal, if you want somebody that is positive, if you want somebody that is going to pour greatness into others, if you want somebody that is vibrant, if you want somebody that is funny, you need to write all these qualities down and you need to put it all over your house. I am looking for these qualities in a business partner. And then what you actually start looking for is you go over it, you go over it, you go over it, and you start looking for these qualities in people. And if I find somebody that's vibrant, crazy, fun, seems really genuine, all those things, I'm pretty intuitive on people. I'm going to be like, hey, I know this sounds crazy, but I just started a new business and I am seriously looking to expand. And you have the exact personality that I want in a business partner. Would you be open to hearing more about this awesome adventure? That's it. And if you meet them like grocery shopping, you can meet people in the line and get a good idea on them. And then you say, great, you know, we're really busy right now. Can we exchange information? Are you on Facebook? Would you be open to having me friend request you and we'll connect later? Simple. So easy. That's how you're going to get the people that you truly want on your team. And that's how you do it, guys. Seriously, if you want something, you go for it. Okay. Now, when you're building a team and you've got a team, you need to find, micromanaging is so incredibly hard when you have a team because your team is going to build up. It's going to thrive. It's going to expand before you even know it. And you're one person. Okay. You're one person. It's really hard to do a business full time when you work full time and you are doing all these other things, all these other gigs and being pulled here and pulled here and pulled here in life. Slow down. Slow down. You need to find out what you're really good at, okay? And then you need to find out what the other leaders are really good at and what they love to do. And they don't have to be an executive. They don't even have to be a consultant, okay? A leader is somebody that really wants goodness in their life and they're going to strive to get it, all right? You can tell that from somebody who shows up in life, all right? So the things that you can gradually have them do: trainings, recruiting, follow-up. So say if I found somebody in my business that's extremely great on follow-up, I'll be like, hey, you follow up with my people and I'll help you do the 3-way calls. How about that? Boom. Use the people that are really qualified for these things, right? Lean on somebody else, okay? Because that's okay. We're a team. We are all one group. We are all one team, and we're here to help each other out. The other things, meetings, calls. One thing that we were talking about that's so awesome is connecting. Connecting is everything, and you should be able to connect with the person in line at the grocery store. You should be able to connect with your children's principal. You should connect with, I mean, I could go on and on and on. People that are selling you stuff. I had a John Deere guy come out to my house, and I just asked him a bunch of questions, question after question after question after question. And then he started talking about how his wife was sick. And I listened, and I listened, and I listened. And then I asked him more questions. And I listened with integrity and with my heart, guys. I didn't sit there and say, oh, I am what's going to work for you. No, I listened to him and I said, you know what? I said, I don't do this very often, but please write my number down. I think I have something that's really going to help your wife. And that's all I said. She called me the next day and I went to her house and she signed up with a value pack because it wasn't about me, guys. It was about her health. All right. And that's all you got to do. Don't sell people. Give them a gift. Okay. Because like me, that gift could save their life. All right. Duplication. I'm going to touch base on this again because it's so important. I am one person. I cannot do everything. You take what you learn from me. You take what you learn from Chrissy. You take what you learn from Jennifer Masterson. Take what you learned from Jen Stoffren, and you duplicate that with your own team. If you're not duplicating, you're doing your team a disservice because they're going to come to you before they come to me. They trust you more than they trust me. Does that make sense, guys? Because you're their leader. They love you on a different sense of the word than they would love me. Does that make sense? Okay. Show up always. Don't make excuses. If your kids are sick, you still get on that phone. If you're not feeling the best, you still get on that phone. You just tell them, look, this doesn't happen very often, but it seemed to happen on the day I'm going to call you. But I'm not feeling the best today, but I would still love to share this amazing gift to you. Let them know. And then they're going to appreciate that you'll show up all the time. Because if you show up always in the beginning, you'll show up always throughout this whole journey. All right? So don't make excuses. Don't make excuses. Get rid of them. That's it. The end. No more. If you start making excuses in your life, you're going to make excuses for everything. So put those excuses away. Don't. All right. And I just want you guys to know I can never own your physical or financial success. I can't. I can't own it for you guys. All right. Sometimes I can't own it for myself. And I say that with love. But I will meet you. I literally will meet you guys where you're at. But I cannot give anybody more than what they're. Oh, bye, Julie. Love you, honey. But I cannot give more than you give. Okay, I just can't. And I will meet you. You're welcome, Julie. I will meet you where you're at. All right. So when you're working with your teams, create a safe place to be messy. Today we had an event and everybody went through their 30-second story. We gave great affirmation, and then we gave one thing that they could possibly work on. Create a place that they can be messy and fail forward, because they're not going to do it if they can't fail forward with you. All right. And show your team that it's okay to make mistakes, because this is the business where it's okay to make mistakes, but you're still going to bless others if it's the right place in your heart. Now you get what you put in. If you are looking at this, doing it in the pockets of your own time as a hobby, you're going to get paid as a hobby. If you do it something where you're full-time and you are just rocking it and you don't make excuses in your life and you're ready to do everything, you're going to get paid like that. It's as simple as that. This company allows you to blow out one business center, okay? Now what that means is, that means you would max out at 250 cycles, all right? Now, if you add up what that is, 250 cycles times 54, I believe that's about $13,000 a week, which means it's about $700,000 a year. How many lives could you bless with that financial status? How many churches could you give back to? What kind of community center could you make for the kids in your community? Could you take a trip to Africa and build a house for somebody, for a family that needs it? How many lives could you bless with that financial stability? Can you make that kind of money at your current job? I'm not saying it's all about the money, guys, but if you have that financial stability, you can give so much, so much. Know the comp plan. If you cannot tell your people the comp plan, it's the same as if you go to a job and they hire you and you never care what you're going to get paid. If you don't care what you're going to get paid, I don't know anybody that doesn't care what they're going to get paid. You need to be able to tell your people what is on the table and express to them, because if they find out 6 months later that they could have got all this money that was on the table, that's doing a disservice to your team, okay? Because like me, I was looking for a part-time job because I didn't know what to do anymore. I couldn't make ends meet. And that first time I got a check for $300, non-check, but I got it loaded to my Visa, $374. I'll never forget that. I cried like a baby because that $374 meant more to me than $1 million. You don't know what you don't know. And don't look at people that have money and think that they just have money coming out there, whatever. You don't know what their debt is. You don't know what their financial plan is. You don't know. Okay? You just don't know. Don't be afraid to know the comp plan and tell your other people the comp plan. You should be able to pencil it out on a napkin to a waitress. Okay? Waitresses are hungry. Let me tell you. Now, another thing is, it's not about you. It's never about you. Stop thinking about it's about you. Get it out of your head. It's not about you. Okay? Don't make it about you. And like I said, it is never about you. Every master was once a disaster. Do you think Sarah came out Sarah Decker Tao, do you think she came out her first live video and was all that? I challenge you to go back and try to find her first video, because I don't think she was a pro at it. All right. Every master was once a disaster. Don't hold the hands of people that are not resourceful. Don't just give information all the time. Give them a source to look it up. All right. Unless they're super busy or on the phone call to somebody and need to know it right away. Don't hold their hand to, you know what I mean? You can hold their hand for a little bit, but at some point in time, they have to be resourceful on their own. All right. And that's hard, especially for somebody like me. It's really hard. All right. Don't focus on you or your cycle. Focus on your team and getting others healthy. Focus on your team getting uncomfortable to get comfortable. All right. Because when you're uncomfortable, you're growing. And when you're growing, we all know that Isagenix is not just about physical. It's not just about financial. I'm telling you, I was talking to thank you, Jennifer. I was talking to Chrissy tonight, and I was like, Chrissy, holy Hannah, I can never go back to who I was before. I can never go back to that thinking. All right. I am so above that in a good way because I'm working on myself. How many people take the time to truly work on themselves and their self-development and getting better and trying to really get in tune with who you are? If you don't know who PETA is, I challenge you to watch NYKO and listen to PETA. If that's the only thing you listen to from NYKO, listen to it. If you don't have the ticket to NYKO, get a hold of me. I will let you get into my back office and look it up so you can watch her. I will do that for you. All right. Learn to love on people, like truly love on them. Start giving out 10 gratitudes a day. So what is a gratitude? A gratitude can be a little card. Thank you so much for helping me out the other day. Thank you. I appreciate it. Send a voice message on Facebook Messenger. You know, I was thinking about you today, and I just want you to know that you are loved, okay? Because what that's going to do is that's going to open your heart truly to people. And you're going to get blessed in so many different ways after that. So crazy how that works. When you really show gratitude in your life, everything else just kind of opens up. Serve more, love more. Let go of your stuff. Let go of it. Let go of anything that has got you caught up. Give yourself, if you have drama in your life, this is what I challenge you. Give yourself 30 seconds of your day to sit and think on it, to sit and null it over to whatever. 30 seconds is it. After that 30 seconds, if you have to call somebody and said, this is how it made me feel, blah, 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 blah. I love you to death, but I'm very upset. Then it's done. Let it go. Let it go. Throw it out. Get rid of it. Shake it off. You do not want any negativity in this field because it harbors on you and it trickles down to all your team. You don't want that. Last thing. So important, guys. I love you all. When you're in your head, you're dead. Does that make sense, you guys? When you can't get out of your head and you're thinking about situations for more than 30 seconds, you're dead. You're going to be down for a day. You're going to be down for a couple days. And some people do this more than others. Some people, I do it for a very long time, and I'm working on this right now. But when you're in your head, when you're doubting, you gotta understand the brain is set up to protect you. Okay, always and forever. So it's going to be your worst enemy in everything. You're gonna contemplate every decision that you make while you're trying to grow, because again, your brain is trying to protect you. So you need to get out of your head so that you can be extremely successful. Does that make sense? I hope it does. And again, I cannot tell you how important this is. Give yourself that 30 seconds, even a minute if you have to just really sulk. Really be like, oh man, I really wish they wouldn't have talked to me like that. I'm so angry. And then say, you know what? I forgive you. I forgive you. And I throw it out there. And I love myself and I love where I'm going. Okay? And lastly, be the leader that you want your leader to be. Be that for your team, because if you're not being that leader for your team, they will not be that leader for their team. Again, you have to duplicate, all right? And you need to stay active, and you have to have activity, all right? I love you all. I hope you learned something. I hope this was some great nuggets for you guys. I super cherish each and every one of you. I want you at our monthly events. Don't find excuses not to go. Find every excuse to go, because you are going to grow like you've never grown before. And I am not choosing to record these times that we have because I think it takes away from the people that actually can go. And if you can't go on a certain date, send me a message. We'll fluctuate during, if it's a Saturday or Sunday, we can fluctuate, guys. But go, because it's so amazing. And this is all about growing yourself, okay? All right. I hope you all have a fabulous day. I hope you got some nuggets from what I was talking about. And if you have any questions ever, please feel free to give me a response on it. And I love you guys. God bless. And when we're doing these business meetings, when it's posted in Restore Your Glory or in the Success Builders page, can you please give us your takeaways on it? Just think if you were teaching a class and you never heard anything about it afterwards, it's just a good way for us to learn. Possibly you can write things that you want to talk about. Or if you want to really get out there and get uncomfortable, teach a class, guys. This isn't hard. This is all stuff you know. And if you're a leader, you got to do it, because then your people are going to do it. If you don't do these videos that we're talking about, your people are not going to do them. They're going to show up where you show up. All right. With that being said, God bless. I love you all. Stay blessed and have a wonderful evening. Enjoy a movie or something. Toodles. I can't wait to hear your guys' feedback. Unmute yourself for a second. Can you unmute everybody, Jennifer? So we can say goodbye to each other.
Goodbye.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Bye, Teresa. Love you.
You too, Maya.
Bye, guys.
Bye. All right. See you guys.
Sorry, that's my movie in the background.
You're fine.
Okay,
You're
I'm
fine.
gonna stop it.
Don't hug